Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm a little bit excited about the project that I have to show you. It's a mini album. I've made two different types. I also made a pro forma. There's been a lot of testing with this one. I discovered this style of album on a YouTube video, and I'll put the link to the video below in the description, but the website is no longer available, and so I decided that I wanted to try and make this using Design Space. So all of the layers are cut on my Cricut machine, and then I've dressed them up with Picture My Life cards and stickers and embellishments. But I wanted to get this together and test it all out and do a flip through of these albums, and then at the end of the video I've got a little bit of a construction video if you want to hang around to look and see how I've actually put these together. I'm just showing the construction of the base pages, not all the embellishments and the Picture My Life cards and everything else that I've put on there. So let's get started with the flip through. This paper is the Wonder collection, which is available until the end of August. It may be available after that if it hasn't sold out, but as soon as I saw this paper I knew that I wanted to make a little book with it. And what you'll find with these books is that you can flip through and they're graduated, which is why I'm calling it a stacked mini album, because it's like each layer is stacked on top. It's not all perfectly sized exactly the same. It's like a little peekaboo. You can see all the layers peeking through from underneath. And I just love this paper. There's also little pullouts so that you can put more photos or memorabilia in them. And I've created the pockets using one of the Picture My Life cards, and then I've matted it onto another sheet of cardstock, and using a circle die I've just run that through together once they're adhered. So that's flipping through that way. And now we'll flip back through the other way and you'll see that it works exactly the same. It's like a little book, so you can flip to the right or you can flip to the left. But you can also flip the whole book out. I'm hoping the camera isn't going a little bit crazy while I'm showing. I can't get it all in the screen at once, but you can see here that there is plenty of room for photos. And you can see in the back pocket here, there's more places for you to put photos, memorabilia, or more journaling. I'm really loving how all of this has come together, and it is sort of like a concertina style album. I'll just pull it out so that you can see it from the left as well. And then on the back I have used a Picture My Life card that's been matted, but I've adhered some ribbon underneath so that I can wrap it round and tie it on, and you can decorate the back as much or as little as you like. I wanted to keep the back area fairly plain on this one, and then you can tie it up and store it away. Now I was going to give you a peek of this one at the end of the video, but I may as well just do it now. This was the second album I made of this. The Wonder collection one was the third, and this one I love as well, but it gives a totally different feel to an outdoor travel, bush hike, camping experience, or a travel little mini album. This one just celebrates Christmas. I love these little icons. Unfortunately, this paper is no longer available. And because I have so much of this paper in my stash, I thought this would make a lovely little gift album. So I'm feeling really prepared for Christmas this year. I've got a gift already done. So I'll just flip through this so you can have a look using the die cuts that came from what were called the compliments, the sticker sheets, and we didn't have Picture My Life cards that were already cut when this collection was available. It was actually on a 12 by 12 sheet. So if you've got any of that in your stash, you can cut those up and use them on these pages. This is one of those as well. There's more areas to pull out photos, and we'll flip through the other side. This one, instead of putting a photo holder here, I thought it would be fun just to cut this little character out and mat him on some charcoal paper and make him a bit of a feature. He's so cute. More little pull-out pockets, just like the other album. These all pull out and go back in. And on the back, I've actually used a couple of little buttons that were within that pack. And this one does exactly the same thing. Both albums are exactly the same. You can flip through them page by page, or you can pull them out like a concertina to have a look at the whole lot in one go. And I'll just do that for the other side so you can see. And I've loved using the printed Picture My Life style cards. This is a great way to use them within a mini album and on a project. I will put some still shots up at the end of the video, but what I'd like to do now is, if you'd like to hang around, I'll show you how I've constructed this. And as I said, it's all done on the Cricut because I wanted everything with rounded corners, and I wanted to be able to adhere things so that you couldn't see the joins going through. These stickers, I've left part of the sticker carrier sheet on them so that I'm still able to slip photos under this. This will make a good Christmas gift as well, so it doesn't have to be a Christmas themed gift as a mini album. It can also be a mini album using another collection, and I can see me doing this style with more and more of the collections that Close to My Heart put out, with the Picture My Life cards, the stickers, and also with this one there are the little chipboard elements as well that I've included. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I'm going to go into the construction of this actual album, and I hope you enjoy the project. I've got all the layers cut on my Cricut, and I've stacked it all up how I want all the pattern pieces to appear. What I do when I start adhering this is start from the very base layer. So I will just move this section aside, and you can see here this is the very bottom part of the stacked mini album. The first thing I'm going to do is glue these two base layers together. It just helps make things a little bit sturdier. Now you can use this red strong tape, but I actually like using liquid adhesive for this. You could use liquid glass or even our green Tombow glue. It's whatever you prefer. I just find this gives a better hold, and it gives a little bit of wiggle room so that if things aren't lining up exactly right, I've got time to move them around. I'm going to speed up portions of this video so that you don't have to watch the whole entire process of me putting this together, but I wanted to show you and explain to you how the layers all work. So I'm just going to back these two pieces, and then on the back side of the album I'm putting this chevron piece, the yellow chevron or canary chevron. So this is the back for now, and this is going to be the facing up base layer. Now I'm doing a few little errors here, but thankfully because I use liquid glue, I've got enough time to peel that up. This section here is going to be the inside part of this pocket, so I'll just quickly adhere that in, and then hopefully the rest of the video I won't make any mistakes. But if I was using the red line tape, I wouldn't be able to pick this up at all. So I'm quite pleased that I am doing the liquid glue. I have two sections here. This is going to form the little pocket. So when I apply the glue, I only want it around 3 portions. I want to leave this top section here free so we can slide things in and out like photos or memorabilia. Now we've done a little pocket piece, this is the next layer, but before we adhere that, we need to adhere one of the leaves so that everything will flip open and closed. So I've designed this so that everything's got a nice rounded corner, and these pieces all match up perfectly together. With the Cricut machine, I've attached a score line. So I find that it doesn't score like you would if you were using a normal scoreboard. You do have to ease things, and especially with these small little flaps, just to make sure that you're getting it all in the right place. If you go too fast, too quickly, you might go off the score line. It doesn't indent it quite as much. And then I'm just going to burnish that. And this little flap here is what we're going to attach this pattern paper to. So I'll just do a little bit of a dry fit. And you can see that when that is all glued together, that is then going to flap open and be adhered to this base page. So first of all, I need to attach the pattern paper to this inside flap. So that's all adhered together now. So now I want to adhere this portion to the base layer. So now we can get to building this together, and because I've organised all my bits of pattern paper with the base sort of layers of each leaf of this, I can just grab the next one, adhere that down to this side. Here's the base of my mini album, so you can see the back has this yellow chevron, and then here's my little pocket that we've just constructed and the first flap. This one opens to the right, the next one is going to open to the left, and then we're going to build it up so that it's right, left, right. Because I've got everything stacked here ready to go, I can just pick up my next section. I know that this piece is going to fit here. There's a little gap in between each layer. And then this is my next leaf, and this is the inside of that one. So I'm going to do exactly what I did before. I'm going to adhere the pattern paper to the next leaf before I attach it to that layer. So here we have it all put together. You can see that everything goes from right to left to right to left. So you can flip through the album just like this, or you can flip through it the other way. A little pocket here, or you can open it all up and see everything all in one side, or on the other side. It's just like a concertina type album, but it's more like a stacked album because it all sits back on top of itself and it's all layered in different size stacks.